There's a specific kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from trying to function while your body is quietly pulling the emergency brake. You still care. You still want to move forward. You still have goals, ideas, responsibilities. But when it's time to act, something in you goes flat. And the story you've probably been telling yourself is, I'm lazy. I've lost my drive. I used to be better than this. But what if none of that is true? What if your nervous system hasn't failed you? It's protecting you. Why laziness is the wrong explanation. Laziness assumes a lack of desire, but most people watching this don't lack desire. They lack capacity. You want to start. You want to follow through. You want to feel like yourself again, but wanting isn't the problem. Your nervous system doesn't organize behavior around motivation. It organizes behavior around safety. When life becomes too unpredictable, too demanding, or too emotionally heavy for too long, the body stops asking what's next. It starts asking, is it safe to move? Is it safe to care? Is it safe to try again? And if the answer isn't clear, the system conserves energy. Not because you're weak, but because staying still costs less. What shutdown actually looks like? Shutdown isn't always dramatic. It doesn't always look like lying in bed unable to move. More often, it looks like avoiding tasks you know you can do, scrolling instead of starting, feeling foggy, heavy, or disconnected, losing interest in things that used to matter. From the outside, it looks like procrastination. From the inside, it feels like resistance without a reason. That's because shutdown isn't a mindset problem, it's a physiological state. When fight or flight has been running too long, when pushing, coping, or being strong becomes unsustainable, the nervous system shifts gears. It lowers energy, it dulls urgency, it creates distance from pressure. This isn't giving up, it's a braking system. Why pushing harder backfires. Most people respond to shutdown the only way they've been taught. They push, they add stricter rules, they try to discipline themselves back into motion. They use guilt, shame, or comparison as fuel. But pressure is interpreted by the nervous system as more threat. So instead of mobilizing, the system tightens. This is why productivity systems stop working. Motivation disappears the moment you try to get serious. Affirmations feel hollow or irritating. Self-talk becomes harsher instead of helpful. You're trying to move forward while your body is still bracing, and the body will always choose safety over progress. The quiet signal everyone misses. Here's the part no one explains clearly enough. Your nervous system doesn't shut you down because you're incapable. It shuts you down because you've been capable for too long without enough support. You kept going when you were tired. You adapted when things were heavy. You learned to function under pressure. And eventually, your system learned we survive by conserving. So it took the reins. This is why rest alone doesn't always fix it. This is why time off doesn't automatically restore motivation. This is why you can have space and still feel stuck. Because what your system needs isn't inactivity, it needs safety signals. What actually brings energy back? Energy doesn't come back through force. It returns when the body senses reduced internal pressure, predictability, gentler pacing, permission to move slowly without consequence. This isn't about calming down in a superficial way. It's about communicating something very specific to your system. I'm not in danger. I don't have to perform right now. It's okay to take one small step. When safety increases, the nervous system naturally shifts out of shutdown. And when that happens, something surprising occurs. Motivation doesn't need to be summoned. Focus doesn't need to be chased. Action doesn't feel like self-betrayal. It starts to feel available. Why this matters for everything else. This is the foundation most self-improvement advice skips. You can't rewire beliefs from a body that's braced. You can't sustain habits from a system that feels overwhelmed. You can't build momentum while your biology is conserving energy. This is why so many people feel like they're doing the right things, journaling, planning, affirming, and still feel blocked. They're trying to build on top of a nervous system that hasn't been given permission to come back online. Regulation isn't a bonus, it's the prerequisite. A different way to relate to yourself. What changes first isn't your output, it's the way you interpret what's happening. Instead of "what's wrong with me?" the question becomes, "what has my body been carrying?" Instead of "I need to push through this," it becomes, "what would signal safety right now?" Sometimes that signal is rest. Sometimes it's structure. Sometimes it's slowing the pace. Sometimes it's doing less consistently instead of everything sporadically. The goal isn't to collapse into stillness, it's to rebuild capacity. The reframe that unlocks movement. If there's one thing to take with you, let it be this: you are not unmotivated, you are not broken, you are not behind. Your nervous system adapted to keep you functional, and now it's asking for a different strategy. When you stop fighting your body and start listening to it, momentum doesn't disappear. It returns, quietly, steadily, without force. And the things you thought you lost, drive, clarity, confidence, they were never gone. They were just waiting for safety to come first.